Boy, how have you enjoyed sprinting against Mark Cavendish and the like here at the Saur of Britain?
Yeah, for sure. He's one of the biggest riders in the world, and if you can compare to him, that's amazing. Yeah.
The Dutch Antilles, a stark contrast to today's stage in the northwest of England. The weather could play a big part, with an exposed route over Shap Fell, down through Kendal and onto the finishing line at Blackpool Tower. Wind could easily fracture the race, and riders will have to be wary to stay near the front and avoid being caught out. A short journey south and Stage 4 is back on the roads of England. Carlisle, the departure point that launches the riders onto the open roads of Cumbria. The gentle start to the day soon gives way to the rugged landscape of the Lake District. Plenty of ups and downs as the Tour passes through Kendal, shaves the Pennines and shoots out of the Lancashire hills towards the coast and the expected bunch sprint finish under the tower in Blackpool. OK, that's how Stage 4 looks in principle. In practice, Matt, a little less lumpy than the last couple of days.
Definitely. We have 2 second cat climbs and a third cat climb, and then the very, very flat run into Blackpool.
Windy in Blackpool?
Yeah, well, obviously the stage was cancelled last year because of the extreme weather conditions. It's not the case today, although it is definitely going to be gusty. And that'll be interesting on the run-in because it's extremely exposed as well. But again, I don't think it will cause too much hassle to the sprinters. Right,
the last bona fide chance for Mark Cavendish to pull off another stage win. And if he does and gets the time bonus there, he could well end up leading this race. Now, explain this. Is that what he wants to do?
Well, as you said earlier, I think there's a certain ambivalence in relation to the yellow jersey and Mark. But again, because he's in the rainbow stripes, every rider, when they're in the rainbow stripes, wants to win because those wins are precious. And again, I think Mark is very, very proud and wants to win another stage and then go on and just wear the jersey to the end of the race.
If he does end up in the race lead, he'll wear the jersey though, won't he?
Of course he will, of course he will.
OK, all right. Let's hope he does anyway. Let's find out exactly what goes on out on the road from Carlisle to Blackpool in the capable hands of Rob Hales and Hugh Porter.
5, 4, 3,
94 riders facing the rollout for Stage 4 of the Tour of Britain, taking the riders from Carlisle to Blackpool, a distance of 156 kilometres. And the big problem today is going to be the weather, because there's been heaps of rain overnight and there is rain threatened for the whole of the day and strong winds.
That's correct, Hugh. The weather playing a big part today, I think. It doesn't look too bad here, but the news is that it's chucking it down on the course, and also the wind. That's going to play a massive part in today's racing.
Well, the man with the problem there, he is Leigh Howard, the leader of the race. He's on the same time as Mark Cavendish. There's the leader of the Yodel sprint competition, Peter Williams, and Peter Williams got a handsome lead at the moment of 15 points. So they're edging out towards the edge of Carlisle. Well, nearing kilometre 0, which means the neutralised section is over. The loosening of the legs completed, and we've got an attack already beginning to unfold. Rider from An Post, Sean Kelly, and that's actually Ronan McLaughlin. There's a reaction by a rider immediately behind him from IG Sigma Sport.
Yeah, I think the Sigma Sport rider there, that looks like Dan Craven going with him, as we can see the back of the peloton here. These riders, quite narrow roads, treacherous conditions, and here we've got the group already starting to form.
Yes, they are going off the front, the group, and right at the head of them is the leader on the King of the Mountains, and that's Christian Haas. So Haas trying to get clear of the peloton early on, obviously looking to get more points. And another rider trying to come across here from Node 4 Giordano Racing. Well, if he can bridge, it means we've got a nice group of 6 going clear.
Christian Haas there really is trying to push on, and what a race he's had so far. 4th stage, and he's already been away for 3 of those days.
Reason for his early attack is the fact that he wants to reinforce his stranglehold in the King of the Mountains competition. He set off here then with the lead of 5 points over Pablo Urtasun, and Pablo Urtasun is not in this group. There's a man with a happy face, Mark Cavendish, and also at the side Jack Bobridge. We are approaching the first sprint of the day. 1 kilometre to go then for the first Yodel sprint. It'll take place in Shap, and they will have covered 43 kilometres then. 94 riders took the start today, and you're looking at the 6 escapees that gave the bunch the slip just on the edge of Carlisle. They've got a lead of 6 minutes and 35 seconds. There's nobody a real danger here to the overall leader in this Yodel sprint competition, who's Peter Williams, because he's got a 15-point cushion advantage over his nearest challenger. That's Rony Martias from Saur Sojasun.
I would imagine if anybody's going to be interested in this sprint, it will be the rider on the back here, Matthew Cronshaw, who is the teammate of the current leader, Peter Williams. he'll want to make sure that he's mopping up these points and just keeping them away from the other riders.